Let's post a link to the live on Instagram and then get to doing stuff. No, I don't want to view history. I want to view channel. Share. Okay. Here. All right. Okay, just finding the right background image to use. God, it's hot out. And I'm doing a granny square live, so let's see if I die a heat stroke in the middle of it. Okay. That has been shared. We are live. Let's start connecting some granny squares. There's the yarn. Right. Wonder if I'm gonna regret this from how hot it is. All right. We're gonna fix this camera angle because I am so backlit. And I'm sorry, but okay. Whew. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's start up here. Work our way down. Hello, hello. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. We're connecting granny squares tonight. And I'm sorry if I'm backlit, but it is hot. And I don't care. So, it's also set to see all chat. And we're off. It's been a bit since we did a granny square live. Yes, I know I look awful on camera, but it's hot. So, leave me alone. How's everybody doing tonight? It's a Tuesday. I hate Tuesdays. It's like the most useless day of the week. Monday's the start of the week. Wednesday's the middle point of the week. Thursday's the day before Friday, and Friday's Friday. So, what's the point of a Tuesday? Hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, welcome, 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 everybody. Thank you for stopping by as we connect some granny squares on my brother's giant wedding present. You're from Tunisia, that's cool. I'm from Pennsylvania. Where it is entirely too hot for what we're used to. And it's humid. I think if it wasn't as humid, it wouldn't be as big of a problem, but it's just been so humid and awful. Hi, I don't speak French. Sorry. Hey, Dad. Means hello in French. Yeah, I know it means hello in French, but I don't speak French, so sorry. Whew. Oh, the whole fam's home now. So we'll be live until probably about 7:30 Eastern Standard, and then I gotta make dinner. No, I'm not French. I am from Pennsylvania. That's northeastern USA. But Pennsylvania's weird. We're different. Hi, Aaliyah.
Hi, Aaliyah.
Mom says hi. No, I don't want to talk on WhatsApp. Someone in chat. It's fine. Aaliyah's here, Mom. Oh, Aaliyah says hi. Yeah, they're actually in town. How old are you? Old enough that I used to wear glittery eyeshadow up to my eyebrows. On purpose. I am working on a giant granny square blanket as a wedding present for my brother. The wedding is about 2 months out. Yeah, big, big blanket. And I'm starting to regret deciding to work on this because it's really hot. But whatever. It needs to get done, so we shall suffer through it. Want me to clear the room? They're behaving for the most part. If they get too flirtatious, kick them. Don't just whack them, kick them. You're a Turkish woman that speaks a little English. All right. One of my former co-teachers was from Turkey. I miss her. All right, I will. Hi, 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 hi. Let's at least see what their intentions are first, then give them the boot. No, I don't do shout-outs. I don't say names or shout-outs. What are you making? I am crocheting a giant granny square blanket as a gift to my brother for his upcoming wedding in October. We're close enough to the wedding that everyone's starting to go a little crazy. Future sister-in-law is starting to twitch. Yeah, they are. I mean, I pulled up Hirschner's and I was like, all right, pick your yarn out. You're the guy with the cute puppy, yes. What time is it now? Right now it is 5:13 in the evening. I got home about half hour ago from my day job.
Sorry.
It's okay. All the devices beeping is my mom's delicious homemade stuff. Anyway, 22:14. That's pretty late. 22:14. That's about 10 o'clock. After midnight in Turkey. Wow. Oh, I messed that one up. You can tell my brain is rotting from the heat. Your puppy's laying on your legs right now? Aww. Yeah, the cats are upstairs melting somewhere. Guinness doesn't even want to cuddle, it's so hot. He just wants to lay there in the fan. I try to pet him and he walks away. Hello.
Hello.
How was your suit fitting?
It was fine. I ordered it too.
Yay. Yep, we're getting down to the wire with the wedding stuff, so... Ah! It's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. My dress, I have my dress and everything, I just need it. I am in my house. There it is. Hot.
Back around 7.
Back around 7. Alright, tell the internet people hi.
Hi, internet people.
Have fun at your thing.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Dad.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too. Dad says hi. There we go. All right, we've got a granny square connected. Woo! Well, he just left. He's got wedding suit stuff to do. I don't know, important man things. I just hope he doesn't get the suit that made him look like the Riddler. Or sorry, no, Joker. Because he picked out this purple suit. And my sister-in-law was like, "You're gonna look like the Riddler." And then my brother said, that's the Joker's color, you fake fan.
Got burgundy.
You got burgundy. Okay, you got burgundy. Yeah, that's sweet. Glad your puppy likes me. Sorry, I can't read that script. I really should be able to by this point. Alright, plain granny square. Time to connect. A plain granny square. Well, Mom has arrived with a treat.
I don't know what you think. It's very salty, but
Oh, I love salty. Shit, that's good. That's good. Can you bring me a water?
yeah.
It's salty, but it's good. I like salty.
Well, you only use very little bit.
I know, but it's good. It's garlicky, but it's salty. Mom made homemade garlic salt. And yes, I just ate a spoonful of salt. I'm having it. My puppy loves my videos. I know that. She smiles and her eyes are open. That's sweet. I'm glad she likes my videos. Yes, I just ate a spoonful of salt because I've lost control of my life.
There.
Thank you, Mother.
Sorry, make you parched. Salt next time.
Everybody drink your water. No, it was good. I didn't realize. I mean, I should have thought of that before eating a whole spoonful of salt. These are the kind of shenanigans we get up to when we're live, so don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button to see me do more weird things. Like lint roll my face whenever my cat smacks me with his tail. Do that one a lot. That was good. Gonna be putting that on everything. And then last night I made brownies. That was good. You haven't shenaned once? Well, I'm older, so. But, no. My brain is leaking out my ears a little bit today. Because in the state of Pennsylvania, we got to do 12 hours worth of training every year for teaching. Because I'm a teacher. If y'all, anyone that's new here, I'm a teacher. And my school goes year round, so yes, I'm still teaching in July. But my number came up to be the lucky one that got to sit in the office and do training all day, so. Yeah, that was a good joke. So I sat and did computer work all day. And the reason I went into this field was because I don't want to sit and do computer work all day, so I was like, can't we just lie and said I did them? But no, I had to sit and do trainings, and I mean, it was valuable information. But sitting there watching 8 hours worth of videos and then typing responses does get old after a while. And I'm like, I would rather be doing anything else right now. And I've been teaching for a long time. I'm going into my 8th year, so I'm pretty sure I could actually teach some of these, do some of these trainings, but half the stuff they teach to new hires, I'm like, wait, I wrote that. Why am I sitting through a talk on this? I wrote that. I think after that, at that point, I should be exempt. Oh, thank goodness for air conditioning, am I right? So, it's Tuesday night. Wedding's coming up. I've got a market coming up. Annual inspection coming up. I'm looking at a house tomorrow. So it's a wonder I haven't gone gray yet. Ha 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 ha. You haven't? Well, I mean, I have found a couple gray hairs. Which, I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old, but... There are some starting to pop through. Your dog likes watching streams. I had a cat that liked Star Trek when I was a kid. She would hear the intro to Star Trek Voyager and come sprinting. Because I know Star Trek Voyagers, and this was the mid-2000s at this point. Star Trek Voyager, 2 episodes would air every day on TNT, right when I got home from school. A bunch of premature gray is genetic for me. Yeah, in my case, it's just teaching. But two episodes of Voyager would air right when I got home from school every day. And I would literally book it home to catch it in time. And if I didn't, well, that's what DVR was for. I'd watch my 2 episodes a day. I'd turn on the TV and, "Hi, Laura," and she'd come skittering to watch with me. And that's how we binge watched things in ye olden days. We DVR'd a bunch of episodes. And if you missed it, you were just out of luck. There's a bug up there.
Hi, Laura.
Mom says hi, Laura.
We're actually in the same place.
Yeah, we're actually in the same state. My brother's coming to town this week. They're meeting with the judge on Friday. Laura says hi. Someday maybe I can get my mom to do a live with me in person, but she's been cleaning all day, so she was like, "No, your puppy loves watching your streams." I'm glad. I'm glad that I can appeal to multiple species. Apparently one of the babies in my class likes watching my videos. I mean, all the parents know that I'm on YouTube. How long have you been on? About 25 minutes. I'll be on for a while, probably till 7:30 or so. That's when everybody will be home. Dad's getting his suit for the wedding. And then he's got to meet a guy about I don't know what. And then I gotta cook dinner. But it's just tacos tonight, so I just really gotta make some rice in the rice cooker and brown some ground beef, and then we have a white people taco night. Yep. Can you believe I have 3 cats in this house and a fly? When y'all come, pull your weight. Oh gosh. Like, why is there an alive bug in my house when I have 3 cats? I mean, Guinness I will allow a bit because he is older. But Rocky and Zuzu are gonna be 5 on Friday. What's their excuse? None. And yes, Saturday's live will be a birthday party for Rocky and Zuzu. Even if they don't appear on camera, I will wear a birthday hat. And if they come on camera, I'll give them a treat. One like equals 1 treat. Until I run out of treats. But yes, Rocky and Zuzu, they're gonna be 5 on Friday. And then Guinness is gonna be... Guinness's birthday is in 2 weeks. He's gonna be 15. Which I got him when he was just a little itty bitty tiny ink spot. How much more do you have left on the blanket? We are going to see that probably by the end of the live tonight, because I'm hoping to get all these granny squares I have connected, and then we're gonna do the math from there. But we're getting close. So I'm doing an 11 by 13. I think I'm on row 9 of granny squares, and then I'm gonna pause and count this based off of the chart I made, and then we're gonna see how many squares I need left, and then we'll start making squares depending on how late it is. But it is 5:30. I'm probably gonna be live for another 2 hours, and Mom just refilled me on water. So we are ready to go. Do I have block squares ready to go? Yep, I got a big basket full of them. I think I've got like a lot. I've got a lot in there. Ready to go. I've been slowly connecting them like 1 or 2 at a time. It's just been so hot, and this blanket is so big that, ugh. But we're in the final stretch. Got some market prepping to do, but it'll be nice to have like an actual number of how many squares I need to do left. And then it'll just be tackling the border, which I've figured out. What I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna basically go around it in the granny stitch. Ugh, I can't talk anymore. I'm not built for computer work all day, which is what I had to do all day. Meh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically go around the whole blanket in the granny stitch like it's one giant granny square in each color. And then I'm gonna do the crab stitch around in the variegated. Once I'm done doing that, I'll probably do, well, really what I'll probably do is a row of single crochet around after that, and then the crab stitch. And then it's done. Because, yeah. I was thinking shells, but shells just aren't their vibe. And picots aren't really their vibe, and I don't really want to spend more time on the border than I have to. So we're just gonna keep going around it like it's a giant granny square and then do the crab stitch and we're done. And I refilled on yarn from Hirschner's. Crab stitch. I do it sometimes. It's basically you go in like you're gonna do a single crochet, but before you yarn over and pull through, you spin it around and then yarn over and pull through. So like you would do that and then spin it and then finish the stitch. I know, I've done it a couple times on some of my blankets. Because it's really a low effort stitch, but it looks more complicated. So they can be like, oh wow, what a fancy border. It's just single crochets. Yeah. And that one I didn't even know was called the crab stitch. Like, I just randomly started doing that when I was like 9. I'd be like, I wonder what happens if I spin it around a few times and then stitch. Turns out that's called the crab stitch. And here I thought I had just gone and invented something cool. Nope. But I'm resupplied from Hirschner's. I bought more than I thought I would need, so hopefully we're good. I've got a whole nother 4-pack. I allowed myself that splurge because I am on a slight yarn buying ban right now where I'm only buying what I actually need to like restock things. Or if my neutral stash is running down, because I like to keep like a lot of black, white, gray, and different shades of brown yarn on hand in neutrals just to like complement all the colors. So yeah, I do need to do a resupply on white yarn from Premier, but other than that, I'm not buying any. I'm trying to keep the yarn buying down to a minimum just because I am saving for a down payment on a house. And depending on how the tour goes tomorrow, next live might have a GoFundMe link to come up with the rest of the capital, depending on if I like the house a lot or not, because I'm relatively close to the down payment I want. And from the listing, I'm like, it's checked off every box and what I'm looking for, so. And it's under budget. But, so I'm trying to not get too excited. Because watch, yeah, the reverse single crochet gets similar results. I've seen that too. But I'm trying to like not get too excited about this house I'm going to look at tomorrow. Because I got really excited about one of the first ones I looked at, and it was built into a cliff. And lied about the parking situation, so. But this one is under budget. It's been on the market long enough that I could probably lowball it even more. And depending on how low I could get away with lowballing it, I might already have the down payment I want. So if there's a GoFundMe link on Saturday's live tagged in the comments in chat, y'all know I found the one, finally. Because I'm an enigma to my realtor. She's like, most people your age are looking for bigger houses. You're sitting here trying to downsize. I'm like, yup. That's me trying to downsize. I'm looking for under 900 square feet. Also electric baseboard heating. I'm like, I don't care. I want electric baseboard heating. And everyone's like, it's so expensive. So is a funeral from carbon monoxide poisoning. I want the electric heat. And looking at all the listings, I finally found one. So maybe I'll put it in the vlog that I'm filming right now. Which is really, it's just me like market prepping and going insane. Because not only do I have all this stuff going on in my personal life, it's also about to be the start of a new school year. Alright. Okay, this is the last square for this row. And then we'll move on to the next one. It's kind of patched right now because I ran out of this kind of square, but I still had a lot of other squares the last time I really sat down and crochet. If you found the one, please be careful. Yes, yeah. Well, it would probably just be me sitting in my realtor's car going, ah! I don't film inside the houses. Any of the houses I've looked at, just because. I know. There be weirdos. I mean, the way they talked about internet safety to us, my age in middle school, was beautiful square. Thank you. What they did was they called a big assembly and they had all of us little children together and they're like, how many of you have a MySpace account? And like everybody raised their hands, of course. They're like, yeah, duh, it's 2004, we all have a MySpace account. This was pre-Facebook, because I'm old. And then they're like, okay, y'all have a MySpace account. And then they had us sit and watch a documentary interview with a girl that had been kidnapped by somebody she was chatting with online and held in a basement for like a week. And it was very graphic. And then they were all like, all right, so how do y'all feel about your Facebook, your MySpace accounts now? But this was back in the early 2000s. Wouldn't say we were made of tougher stuff. It's more like they just didn't care if we were traumatized or not. But yeah, no. But I am hoping it's the one, because the pictures are really nice, and it was recently renovated and fixed up, so nothing needs replaced. It's got electric baseboard heating. And it's only a 25-minute drive from my job, so. Here's hoping. Right. We are chugging along. I do not teach how to make squares. I don't teach on YouTube Live because being a teacher to children is my day job, and by the time I get home at the end of the day, I'm all teachered out, and I'm like, figure it out yourselves. But I am probably going to make tutorials on each of these squares, just to have as like videos leading up to the wedding. I did film, and I do have my very first tutorial coming out in sometime next week, I want to say. I think that's when I have it set to go public. But it's for one of my coasters. I'm gonna probably do the granny squares, the squares next, to be honest. A suit to prom, also, your girl doesn't go outdoors. Yeah, assembly, but I must have missed the assembly about tanning at my school, but it's because I literally glow in the dark. But, I mean, we were more about spray tans. This is the one that's just the one that sticks out in my head the most because I got in trouble afterwards, the internet safety one. And these ladies who have skin cancers coming with big, nobody needs this. Yeah. And at least in the United States, most skin cancers are like super treatable. Because we, at least in the part of the US I'm in, we don't get that level of sun. Like, I could understand if you lived in like Australia or something, but here, they're like, oh, well, you can just cut that off with scissors on your own at home, you're fine. But nah. I guess my cohort was more into MySpace than tanning. See you next time. Thank you for stopping by. No, but I got in trouble after that internet safety assembly because they were like, okay, everybody, you're going to delete your MySpaces and stop chatting with strangers? And everyone else was like, yeah, uh-huh. And I was like, no, because the strangers I'm chatting with think I'm 22 in California and I'm 11 in Pennsylvania. I'm lying. And then everybody was mad at me for some reason. I'm trolling them all as a 22-year-old boy in California when I was actually an 11-year-old girl. Told y'all I used to be a notorious internet troll. That was bad. Very little Southern ladies. All they were involved with diverse student body. They said that Bob Marley was the darkest person they'd ever met. Ooh, that hurts. Good lord. Like, did they actually say that out loud? Bruh. Right, I do. Bob Marley, man, he was half white, and I was like, this is ridiculous. And you're, yeah. I mean, I'm indistinguishable from a roll of paper towels, and even I would have been like, hang on a second. All right, that row is done. Let's count and see how many rows we have fully completed of squares. It's a lot because I am sweating like a pig. Hey, where's the end of this dang thing? Okay. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of granny squares done. So we're starting on row 9 out of 13. And we should have enough granny squares on hand in the basket to finish this row and maybe start on row 10. And if not, I've got my bucket just over there to make more granny squares. So I need a plain granny square. Alright, let me see. Where are you all? Uh-oh. I have a feeling we might run into the same problem we did the last time where we ran out of plain granny squares. Yeah, we might, actually. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll just connect what we can. I made like 1,000,000 of the plain ones, too. Jeez. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I'm still working through some of the ones I made in that How Many Granny Squares in a Day video, which I think Kelsey actually watched the video. I know she liked the story I tagged her in on Facebook that was like, everybody go watch this. And I'd be like, oh, am I being noticed by the big name crocheters? Y'all might be too young for the notice me senpai jokes. Ugh. That just brought me back to 2009. Whoa. You ever think back to something that makes you cringe so hard you like pull a muscle. Me and my Tumblr girl era. I was there for Super Hulock. I was there for the Mish-apocalypse. I participated in the Mish-apocalypse. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you're either too old or too young to be here. Bless you. Mama. I hear kitty feet. You were on Tumblr for Super Hulock. Aaliyah says bless you.
Yeah, thank you, Aaliyah.
She says thank you. I was really into like Hitalia back in the day. Like writing bad fan fiction and drawing fan art and posting it on DeviantArt levels. Alright. Boom. Cooperate. Dang it. This does not want to cooperate with me. This square does not want to be attached. Okay. Oh wow, we've been live for almost an hour already. Time flies when you're having fun. Woohoo! Oh, air conditioning. Oh, I love you so. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. And hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this. Good afternoon, blessings. Yes, good afternoon to you too. You've been here a few times. Welcome. Welcome back. It's alright if you're not talking. I'm working on a pattern for a gingerbread. That sounds fun. And delicious. It's almost gingerbread season. It's almost that most glorious time of year again. I heard that Starbucks and Dunkin', they're releasing their pumpkin spice lattes at the end of August. August 26th, I think. And you can bet that my butt will be in that drive-thru at Dunkin', because I don't go to Starbucks anymore. At first thing in the morning to get one. Because love me a pumpkin spice latte. I made myself an iced pumpkin spice latte this afternoon because I had to run home on my lunch break today to get my computer so I could do some of those trainings. And I made myself a pumpkin spice latte, iced. And then I used the last of my pumpkin coffee syrup. So, tragic. Have to buy more once it comes back on the shelves. There we go. Oh, here's Zuzu. Alright, that square is connected! Woo! And my foot just fell asleep. Ah! Sitting at a weird angle here. Okay. Darn it. We are not going to have enough of the plain squares to finish this row. We'll just have to fill out their other parts and make a bunch more of the plain ones. But I think it will have been enough that I can pull out the chart wherever it went. Uh-oh. Can't remember where it went. But I'll pull out the chart and we will go from there based on how many squares I need to make. And then we'll start doing that. Though I don't think I'm going to do a rematch how many granny squares in one day can I make video, just because I don't feel like it. Doing a rematch this close to when the first one came out. So that was what? Like, just a couple weeks ago. At least I fixed the video corruption problem, so everything else has been smooth sailing. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do a rematch this soon. Maybe next year when I decide on my next giant granny square blanket project, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of granny squared out with this one. Like, I obviously have enough motivation to make granny squares to finish, but when I'm done with that, I will be okay with taking a break from granny squares for a while. But I gotta go with another big blanket project, because this is kind of how I started my channel, was like, that's the one thing that's been like super consistent through my whole channel's history, is working on this blanket for a year. So I think I'm gonna think of another year-long project. I think I've talked about this before, the idea I was gonna make like 2 temperature blankets. have to go. Still having to go. Good luck, Laura, with your gingerbread. Maybe you'll be back. I'll probably be live for another hour and a half. But I was thinking of like twin temperature blankets for the year I was born and the year I turned 30. Because I've lived in the same place for 30 years, so it would be kind of interesting to have two side-by-side temperature blanket comparisons. But I would probably be using a DK weight yarn or a sport weight yarn for that. Because then I had the idea, oh, I'll make these big linen stitch squares and put them together, and then I'll take the two temperature blankets and put those together to make another king-sized blanket. And I think I'd be able to stick with it as a temperature blanket because both those years have already passed. So I can sit and binge work on them. I don't have to wait for weather or whatever. I can just sit and go. I'm thinking of using I mean, obviously I haven't confirmed if I'm doing this or not, but if I do, I'm thinking of using DK weight yarn. And I might go for a cotton blend or thinner. Like Premier Cotton Fair, all the colors that has would be ideal. But I don't know. I would use the same color palette for both of them. But I don't know. I'll start coming up with ideas for that once we're through this one. But I know I'm definitely not going to use worsted weight yarn because this is worsted weight yarn. And this blanket is huge. And if I made a temperature blanket the way I'm thinking of it, it would be even more huge. And I would probably do linen stitch squares, I don't know. Though if it was a super thin yarn like sport weight, maybe I'd go back to granny squares and then I would just make giant like 30 round granny squares. But again, I don't know. I know I would do a bright rainbow color palette because what other colors would you use? I know Lion Brand does kits every year for a temperature blanket with one of their yarns. They keep discontinuing the yarns for them. Like they used the Schitt's Creek yarn, then they used the Basic Stitch antimicrobial one, which I'm so sad they discontinued that one because that stuff was great. Alright, turn a corner and then another one down. All of one option, there's different. Yeah, there's the I think I would just do the daily average. Just to keep it simple. Because I know I would definitely do like one big square per month. And then for like my birthday, I would demarcate it with a special color, a variegated of some sort. Which is why I'm leaning towards DK weight, because I know Premier has Premier Basics DK, which is really nice. I work with that one a lot for baby blankets, and I really love the Premier Basics line. I just wish that their DK and their bulky basics had variegateds. So right now they're just solids, which... I mean, I work with Premier and when they're affiliate, and they send us surveys every once in a while about what kind of yarns we would like to see. And I'm like, I would like to see variegated basics DK. I would also like to see a basics sport and a basics fingering weight, because they've got everything DK and up in basics, but nothing thinner. Which, I mean, they're leaning into their audience, because a lot of people that go to Premier go for the parfait yarn. They like the thicker yarns. Meanwhile, us thin yarn lovers are waiting for the giant plushie trends to start dying down. But, yeah. I like Premier. They've always been good to me. The yarns are all within my budget. They got good stuff. Just weave in these ends, and then the way they're woven in this way, when the whole blanket's done, I just flip it over and snip all the ends off. Alright, we need a mushroom square. Mushroom. I recently turned this into a bandana bandanas too. I figured out how to put it on like a tilt, and then I put 2 triangles, and it made some very nice cotton bandanas, which are available for sale on my website, smallpinecrafts.square.site, if anybody would like to buy them. I would quite like that. Help me get that down payment so that I don't have to make a GoFundMe for the rest of it. Pretty please. Oh, I know every day I get a little closer to being able to monetize on YouTube. I'm like this close to the subscriber requirement, and then I just need like a couple hundred more watch hours, which the lives have been helping, which is why I've added a weeknight live. Maybe in the winter I'll add in some Friday night ones, just because winter is cold and dark and sad. But I don't know. Or maybe that could be my Vlogmas. I'll just do a live every night. No, that wouldn't work. Unless y'all want me live streaming from under the table at the office Christmas party, because no one quite parties like tired early educators. I know, last Christmas party we did a white elephant gift exchange, and I just grabbed a hat out of my inventory, threw it in a bag, and I'm like, here we go. And people were fighting over it. It got stolen a bunch of times. Everyone was like, give me the hat! I want the hat! So that stroked my ego a little bit. There are kitties coming downstairs. Who do you have?
What?
Who do you have?
I have Zuzu.
Zuzu has come downstairs. Lord knows we won't get a sighting, but I can't believe it. She's gonna, Rocky and Zuzu, they're gonna be 5 on Friday. I just remember when they were such little babies when we got them. They were itty bitty 11-week-olds when we got them. They were so young, they couldn't quite tell if Rocky was a boy or not. They were so little and sweet. And now they're big and sweet. Yeah, I wanted a double crochet, not a half double crochet. Ugh. Right, making progress. We've attached quite a few squares tonight. I don't know if we'll be able to empty the basket because we only have 3 regular ones left, but we'll certainly be making a nice dent. Just hit the hour and 15-minute mark, so if you haven't yet, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. And maybe subscribe. Pretty please. I have a tutorial coming out next week. Don't want to miss that. And I have a vlog coming out on Saturday. It's the sweater scarf one. Alright, that's another square attached. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Woohoo! Yay! Weave these ends. All that great stuff. Oh, and then it's tacos for dinner tonight, which I'm excited about. All right. Regular granny square. You're making great progress tonight. Oh shoot, I haven't even set up to vlog. Dang it. It's fine. We'll just skip vlogging during live tonight. It wouldn't make sense anyway because I was working on a bunch of scrap hats. This is part of my market prepping. I reworked my mystery hat system because I sell mystery hats. And I took all of my hats that were earmarked to be mystery hats and put them in solid white bags, poly mailers. Then I wrote mystery hat on it. So now it's a true mystery because whenever anybody buys one, even I don't know what they're getting. So I'll probably re-release that on my website sometime next week as well. But then I realized, okay, I've got 25 plain mystery hats, but I don't have any mystery beanies, and I want mystery beanies, so I grabbed a bunch of scrap yarn and started working on mystery beanies, which we're obviously not working on right now. We're working on Mommy!
What?
Your she who shall not be named is going off.
Oh.
The Alexa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop.
Gotta love those smart home assistants that you gotta scream at to get to work. Oh yeah, that's who you would have guessed. Yeah. Yeah, we had to put her on very sensitive in here because no one in our house can hear. No, it's hilarious hearing my dad yell at her in the morning to turn on the lights, and then I get fed up and just walk over and hit the light switch. Because I'm like, it is 6:30 in the morning and I gotta leave for work soon, and I'm tired of hearing you yell, so use the light switch like God intended.
Okay. That made an entire quart.
Nice. I'm excited. Yeah. Mom made homemade garlic salt. That's what the spoonful of what I ate earlier. Then I was like, Mom, bring me water, please. I ate a spoonful of salt because I'm just a chaos gremlin. An entity of chaos. Okay, tell I've been awake since 5 a.m. Probably gonna bed shortly after dinner. I'll vlog a little bit more on those mystery beanies of scrap yarn. I also crocheted another beanie while I was doing trainings today. So I can finally get rid of that low stock alert Square keeps sending me. It says, you only have one red, white, and blue beanie in child size left in stock. Yes, I know. You don't have to email me every day for the past 6 months about it. But they moved where that setting is, so I don't know how to turn off the low stock alerts, or at least put it down to once a week. I swear, I love Square, but I swear every day they move something to a new section. Right. Turning a corner on this one. And then we need to attach a flower granny square, and then a regular granny square, and then a mushroom granny square, and then a flower granny square. And just keep going down the pattern. And then when we're done attaching what we can, we will see how many more squares I need in the first place to finish this bad boy off. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with myself when it's done. Yeah. Text alert, I'm okay. There we go. Another square attached! Woo! We're making really good progress on this blanket tonight. I'm happy. I'm really, really happy with the progress. Every day we inch a little closer to the finish line. Another joins the team, yes. Another one joins the team. Okay, here we go. Alright, unwoven in. Water break. Drink your water, take your meds, switch your laundry. Let's see what else. Check the crock pot. Get your mail. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Let's see. Flour. How many more of these squares do I have anyway? I could have sworn I made more of the regular ones. Alright, let's grab everything out. Okay. One more. Flour. So we have 2 of these left. So we set 1 of these down. So then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. 1, 2, no, 6 flowers. 3, 4, 6 mushrooms. So we're definitely gonna have to do some patching in. But that's fine. Right, flour. We'll patch them in, we'll calculate, we'll make. And we're at the hour-and-a-half mark live. Patching, well, because I'm doing a not a continuous join as you go method, I'll just like, I don't really know if that patching isn't even in the right word. I'll just like stick them randomly where they go. Like I'll stick a flower one here and a mushroom here, but nothing here. Patch them in. It's probably not the right word to use, but I'm tired. Join as you go. No, I'm just, this is the continuous join as you go. I'm not doing a continuous join as you go. Continuous join as you go is when you go with all the squares at once. Teal Yarn Crafts did something like that. This, I'm just joining as you go. You join it as it's done using the granny stitch. Air conditioning, glorious air conditioning. Oh, I love ye. is it now? It is 6:35. Gonna have to make dinner in an hour. But really all I gotta do is, thank you, Aaliyah, brown some seasoned beef and throw some rice in the rice cooker. There we go. Do, 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 do. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. We have lots of Granny Square fun here. Though this is the first Granny Square live we've done in a while, to be honest. Well, the Granny Square saga will be coming to an end soon enough, because this blanket will be done soon. We'll have to find something else to batch make on live. I don't know. We'll figure something out. The options are endless. Alright, why won't you connect the way I want you to connect? Ow. Right. Getting there, getting there. Turn a corner. Woo! joins in. Woohoo! Welcome everybody that just joined. I hope you're having a great evening. It is miserably hot here in Pennsylvania. About ready to say, nope, I'll just go get a new job and run away to Alaska. Everybody disappeared. I guess they didn't like that joke. Oh well. Ends are woven in on that one. Woo! We're making pretty good progress. Let's see. We don't have enough plain ones to really well and truly finish out the row, but you're still here. Yeah, you're still here and a bunch of lurkers. It's just the number suddenly went up, and then I made that bad joke about running away to Alaska, and the number went down. And he's like, okay, that one didn't go over well, I guess. But yeah, sometimes I think about running away to Alaska, but at my age, that's not called running away. That's called moving out. Hours of sunlight allowed. Yeah. That would be a bit much for me. I do need that, like, healthy balance. So I'm one of those weirdos that doesn't like it being light out at 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, it can start getting dark at 7:30. That's fine by me. I don't like going to bed when it's still light out because I feel like I still need to be doing things. I mean, it's usually dark out when I leave for work. So everyone's like, oh, I'd rather it be light out when I go to work. It's never light out when I go to work. It'll be even worse in the future because I'm trying to move out of this town, but I'm keeping my job. It's just that this town is just way too expensive. The taxes are ridiculous. So I'd be starting to commute a longer distance. Which I'm fine with because I work a job where people are constantly touching me. And I'm like, you mean I would be driving for 30 minutes with nothing bombarding me, nobody touching me, nobody trying to talk to me. I don't need to do anything except focus on driving. I only have one singular task. That sounds like heaven to me. That sounds fantastic. Where do I sign up? locked in on this. You know what I really wish had an affiliate marketing program now that I think about it? Hirschner's. When you do the math, I realize I order from Hirschner's a lot more than I order from everywhere else. Now that Joanne is gone. Like, Hirschner should jump in and get, like, their own affiliate program. Like, they have their own yarn lines, too, so... And I use a lot of their house brand cotton and their house brand acrylic. And there's also some new places I want to try ordering yarn from once my yarn buying ban expires. Like, I want to try ordering from Hobie and Mary Maxim. I was thinking about Knit Picks, but apparently there's some drama going on with Knit Picks, so we're gonna avoid that for now. Well, hasn't been any good crafting drama lately. I mean, I lurked the Craft Start subreddit from time to time. Haven't really seen any good chaotic drama in the fiber world. I know there's plenty in the sewing world, but I don't know. Another one done. Did I make a mistake there? No, I didn't. Okay. Mushroom next. Yep, he's back.
Daddy's home.
Hey, Dad.
Hello. You still on your live stream?
Yup.
Hello, internet people.
Don't be making weird noises in there. Dad's home. Which means just you and Nightbot. Oh, looks like there's some lurkers. I always have a lot of lurkers. Which is nice, but you know, y'all can come out. I don't bite much. Or they're body doubling, which I admit I have done before. I'll pull up a random live stream of somebody doing something, but not interact. Just to keep me off the device. But like, I don't bite. We don't bite. You can join the community and be chatty. It's okay. They left. Well, I appreciate you, Aaliyah. Which means if Dad's home, yeah. So we'll probably get off in about 40 minutes so I can make dinner. I got people that'll want to be fed. But let's see how many cranny squares we can connect now. Then make dinner and get back to watching my big fat American gypsy wedding. That's what I've been binge watching lately.
Now I need to decide what color shirt to go with my shoes.
We have taught you to crochet last month. You want to learn a granny square soon? Yeah, yarn. Well, it depends on where you look for yarn. So I know you can get yarn pretty affordable at like. You bite when physically restrained. I haven't bitten anybody in a while. But you can get yarn pretty affordably at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has yarn. Dollar Tree has nice yarn. I've used it before. They've got some good yarn. Yeah, it just comes in small skeins, but smaller skeins are great for learning granny squares. Let's see. Walmart, if that's accessible to you, has pretty decent, yeah, acrylic yarn. Yeah, I also have an affiliate link in Nightbot. Premiere is pretty good and affordable. Yeah. Dollar Tree uses Premiere yarn. So if you really like, this is what they have at Dollar Tree. Just yarn, worsted. It's your basic run-of-the-mill acrylic yarn. Lots of colors. You may have to dig around to find it in your Dollar Tree. And then if you like that, I have an affiliate link. You can buy big skeins of this for very cheap, but good. Like the big versions of these yarn, it's $1.25 for 109 yards. This one, but you can get almost 1,000-yard ones for $6 on their website if you decide you like this one. Which I will say, please use my affiliate link if you want to. It really helps me out. And Premier is a very good yarn company. They have something for everybody. They've got really good basic acrylic yarns for affordable prices. And it's free shipping after $75, but their shipping is never bad. I've never paid more than a couple dollars when I don't get the free shipping. And I'm sure you can find a coupon code somewhere on the internet. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of affordable local options. Zuzu's upstairs going crazy. You can tell the kitty cats are hot because they haven't come shoved their butts in the camera yet. Hi, Guinness. Here he comes. I know, the camera's at a different angle, Guinness. He's confused. Because normally I'm sitting facing this way. But usually I have this blanket hanging on the stair railing there. But we decided to do it this way since the blanket is down here, and I am going to have to find something new to put there. Just because it's a stair railing and then a blank wall, and that's not very fun to look at. So I figured, let's do this camera angle tonight. But Guinness is all confused now. Don't you? Yeah, get a face full of Guinness. Well, he usually likes to come through and plow through. Guinness, don't eat my paper. Don't you eat that pattern. Okay. Yes, Guinness likes to eat paper. He's a weirdo. Hello, my boy. Are you coming up? I know you're confused, but you got the spirit. Come on up. Get that furry butt up here. The people wish to see you. Yes, come up. I know the camera's here today, but here he is. It's Guinness. I'm gonna make you an OnlyFans account, Guinness. You're gonna keep shoving your butt in the camera. I'm gonna make you an OnlyFans account. Yeah, I'm gonna make you an OnlyFans account. My black cat. Here he is. And there he goes. There was Guinness, everybody. But would he bring all the girls to the yard? Guinness? Probably. He's pretty cute. He's pretty cute and pettable once he warms up to you. See, Guinness actually has a lot of stranger danger. Like, if we have people over, he will not come out. And yet he loves to show off for the camera. Yeah, he went and got stuck on the upstairs couch now. Yeah, he needs a good claw trimming. He's been getting stuck to things. I hear more little feet. More little kitty feet. All right. And another one. Woohoo! Okay. So now we have the last traditional granny square to attach. So then we'll attach what we can without the traditional granny squares, which should be most of the next row, actually. And then if it gets a little close to the 2.5 hour mark, because I'm going to have to make dinner at some point soon, we'll just calculate how many squares we need, but account for what we already have. So, Dad, I may call on your math abilities. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I only need 3 more in this row, and so that would be 2 of these. So one, so yeah, we would literally have just 1 spot. So we can attach most of the next row without these. And then I'll just fill in the blanks later. That's what I should have said instead of patching it. Fill in the blanks. I'm tired. Again, can you tell I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning, internet people? Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Maybe I should do a live at 5 o'clock in the morning sometime. Just to be like, okay, this is the real me. You'd probably still be, yeah, you like never sleep. I've noticed. Like, no matter when Sarah or I go live, you're there. Other crocheters, I see them go live, you're there. Now, are you actually one person, or are you actually several people stacked on top of in a trench coat? Being the ultimate crochet YouTube moderator. I have been tempted some Sunday mornings when I'm not vlogging, but I like have stuff to get done crochet wise. I'm like, maybe I could go live. But like, I'm a gremlin. Sunday mornings. I'm in my pajamas. Can't handle lifting more than 40 pounds. 40 pounds still ain't nothing to sneeze at. I mean, I can lift a lot, but that's just because I've had literal years of practice working with children. Right, here we go. Fuzzies. Thank you, Aaliyah. Yeah, I've been sneezy. Right. Boop. Right. So, since it is getting down to the wire, I think what we'll do is after I finish this row, we'll pull out the chart. We'll calculate how many granny squares we need to make, and then just subtract what's still in the basement, just so we can do that on live. And we can all participate in that lovely thing. Because I would not be as far into this blanket as I am at this point if it were not for the live streams keeping me off my devices. Just because I am getting hungry and tired. And I kind of want to get off camera and take my scarf off. And go back into feral Gracie mode, the one that exists when the camera turns off. And I don't have to do a song and dance for internet people or people, since I work with people. Tiny people, but I have to interact with their parents, and they are people. And some of them are very demanding. Hey you. Got pep in your step this afternoon. Mr. Guinness. Alright. One more square. We'll do math. Then, yeah. Well, we'll attempt to do math. Because remember, I have dyscalculia. So. Should be interesting. You might actually see smoke coming out of my ears. Wouldn't that be a great moment to go viral? I don't know. I'm really hoping the tutorials I plan on posting as time goes on are good. Hope people like them and use them. Because I kind of used a bit of my... You're crocheting right now? Awesome. What are you making? If you're... Candy corn go... Oh, that's cute. That's right. Halloween is coming soon. I have a friend that makes candy corn ghosts. They're always super cute. I like making candy corn hats. Kind of got an idea for a fun novelty hat and scarf set recently, like a hat that looks like a fried egg cracked on your head, and then a scarf that looks like a piece of bacon. Something just for fun. Sorry, I'm leaning so far forward, y'all can't see me crocheting. Getting the lean means I'm getting tired. I've thought of it just for funsies. Maybe I would make a pattern out of it. Though I know back in one of my very first videos when I went over my goals, I said I wanted to write and publish at least one pattern this year. And that is starting to get underway. One of the people at work, she's really good with like making Canva templates and stuff, so she said she would make me a Canva template to put any patterns I write in. Because I know that's one thing I was like, about with pattern writing. Because they go into so much detail these days. Like I've said multiple times on live before, back when I learned how to read patterns, it was like a paragraph on a piece of paper, no pictures, no nothing. It was just like, here's your materials, here's your gauge, go. And it was all in shorthand. So then I see patterns that people put out these days, and I'm like, what is this? So. But I'm going to try and keep it up to modern standards, and then that would be like the paid pattern. And then the free version would be like the traditional way I learned. So it would be one of my beanies. And probably my orange beanie. And I'd release it probably sometime in November for hunting season, deer season in Pennsylvania. Yeah, get in that corner. Okay.
You see that Crochet I just sent you?
Mhm.
Doesn't that look good?
Mhm.
Well, during season, we have time. Or to eat.
You're in the home stretch. And then, yay. Ba, 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 ba. We did it. Right. So we literally just need one regular granny square to finish this row, but I don't have one, so we'll put that on the list of squares I need. Yep, dishes are done. Okie dokie, friends. The ends are woven in partially. Bam. Math time. Oh, this is getting heavy. I'm just gonna shove that right there. I'm gonna go grab my chart and pray that it's in the spot I last left it. Because if it's not, we're screwed. Where are you? Are you over there? You're partying over there and chat without me. This is not it. Wrong notebook. Uh-oh. Where could you be? Are you in here? You're not there. Oh no. Where could my chart have gone? Where could it be? Da, da, Where could you be? There you are. Found it. Okay. Yeah, I hope y'all didn't party too hard and chat without me. I need to find a pen. Here it is. One of my millennial pens that my brother got me. Millennials walking around like they rent the place. It's a little too close to home. Alright, so here's the chart we've got so far. So we just did 9 rows, so we literally, because I'm so bad at math, I am literally just going to sit here and count. You have to calculate, don't judge me. So, we have 5 rows, 6 rows, 7, 8, almost 9. So, oh wow, viewership just dropped. Nobody wants to watch me do math. You should watch me do math. It's hilarious. There's going to be smoke coming out of my ears, and I'm going to have to go cry into my dad. Alright, so we're going to cross that out, because that's just the total number of squares that need to be made. So we're going to sit here, and we're going to count how many regular squares I need left. You're here to help. Just when you're about to pull up the dance music. I mean, I was singing. Did you not hear my terrible singing? Alright, so regular, flower, and mushroom. So regular should be fine because I have no regular ones in the basket. Mushroom and flower should be harder because I have some in the basket. I'm going to have to do subtraction, which I was always third worst at. Worst was division, second worst was multiplication, third worst was subtraction. Alright, so we're going to count regularly, just straight up count what's left on the chart. So regular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Alright, 23 regular granny squares. Flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Flower. Now, mushroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, as the blanket stands right now, we need 23 regular squares, 11 flower squares, and 11 mushroom squares. Now, let's pull what we've got out of the basket and do math. Let's count. So, mushroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5. So 45 total. Okay. So we've got 5 mushroom squares. So 11 minus 5. 10, 9, 8, 6. 6, thank you. So 5 mushroom squares. That means we need 6 more mushroom squares, which I can knock out in an afternoon. Flour, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 11 minus 5 is still 6. So we need 23 regular, 6 flour, 6 mushrooms. So 23 plus 6 plus 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 35. So we need 35 squares total left to finish the blanket. 23 regular, 6 flour, 6 mushroom. Only 35 squares left. And then it's done. Dang. Alright then. So I think what I'll do is I'll just make the 6 flour and the 6 mushroom ones probably tomorrow night after I'm done doing house tours. Yeah, we got there. I was getting there. If I had like 10 more minutes, I would have figured it out myself. I do better when I have physical items in front of me. So like if you put 11 things in front of me and then like 5 things in front of me, then I can figure it out. But like give me just the numbers and I have no idea. So 35 squares. So I'll probably make the flour and the mushroom ones probably later this evening and tomorrow evening. And then I'll just binge the regular ones after market prepping. We're in the home stretch, guys. We're in the home stretch chat. Hi, Zuzu. So, we're close enough to the 2.5-hour mark that I really should make dinner. So, this is where we're going to have to end the live. But, we got row number 9 almost done on the blanket. We did math. There's no minimal smoke coming out of my ears. So, this is where we're going to say goodnight. So, thank you all for coming to my weeknight live. I will be live again probably around like 6:30, 7 o'clock on Saturday, as long as I don't dump my dinner down the drain again. Still really salty about that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Good night. Don't forget to use my affiliate link with Premiere. And don't forget to check out my website where you can buy some things that I crochet. Or, just drive my traffic up to improve my SEO, because, like, that's a thing we have to do now. So, thanks, everybody, and good night. Boop.